Hi, I am Carlos Valero and I want to talk about all the things that I have learned in politics. Politics, I have discovered that it's the art of government. When I first thought it was the art, it wasn't an art. Because for me, politics is just a form to govern a thing or country or company. Because for me, politics aren't art, but apparently it is. And then I found about leadership, with it's the boys leading a group of people or an organization. Leadership is basically the leader, the main guy, the super dude that needs to guide everyone or simply show its face. A good leadership should have teamwork, motivation, competence, skills, power, support, and responsibility. Political leadership, it's basically it commits Basically, political leadership it is decisive, exert from different positions in the social hierarchy based on a context and governing humans. It's decisive because it's proactive and reactive. Exercise from different positions in the social hierarchy. It could be your family, like a queen or king, government, like your political party, or workplace if it's in an office. Based on a context, it can be a geographical context like continents, social if it's about people, political if it's about something inside the government, economical if it needs to do about money, historical about history, and governing humans because governing humans is the only thing humans can do good. It can be towards a common goal, it could be against something everyone hates or do something that everyone wants. It involves human issues, not unhuman issues, and involves human relationships because when does a human use animals as in the political leadership? Then I also discovered the types of governments. I thought there was only two, democracy and totalitarian, basically a dictatorship. But apparently there are five or more. I found paternalism, it's it basically many rules and little freedom, basically a dictatorship. Liberalism, it has little rules and many freedom. Basic, Basically, it's something near an anarchy but not crazy as the purge. Democracy, it's freedom, but it isn't perfect, but it's the best thing we can have. Monarchy, power by blood. Only one family can control something. Autocracy, all power in one person, like the world's greatest dictators. And totalitarianism, autocracy, but instead of a person, it's the state. But sometimes it can be the other way around. And then I discovered the leader I really want to be like, Ronald Reagan, one of America's latest presidents. It has transformed America from a country that has been humiliated in Vietnam and Iran to a powerful nation that no one can beat again, and it can control the world and protect it from Soviet communism and then Chinese communism. It was a patriot. It was charismatic. It was an actor. It was part of the conservative part of government because the last part, Jimmy Carter, he was a Democrat and he made a little mistake in Iran by not rescuing the hostages without help. But Reagan changed that. It has showed the world that America is strong and it can still be the number one in the world. I want to be like him. I want to show that Ecuador is a good nation in Latin America. But then I knew that if I want to be like Ronald Reagan, I need to do a plan for my future. Basically, I need to see what happened to myself. Well, I am currently a kid with many, many problems, and I need to solve them with time and patience. So I decided I will look for YouTube or simply Google for some tools, for some tips that could help me solve my problems. Then I could try to be more patient, even if patience isn't strong in me. But then, if I somehow manage to get patient, I get into the next step, which is basically enter a good phase. The good phase of my life is basically where I am not mad all the time. I am very calm. And then I will try to find some work that I like, but it also needs to have good salary, which in Ecuador it's nearly impossible But if you want something like that, you need to go abroad. But it's something I feel scared because I don't like leaving my own house. So you can imagine the panic I will have if I leave this country. But if everything goes right, I will have a good life and probably nothing can go wrong for me from then on until the day I die. But in these topics, I also learned that communists and capitalists have two ways of seeing the world. The capitalists see that it needs to be with common inventions that shape humanity, while communists show as a change in the government type. I prefer the capitalist view because without those tools we couldn't have reached our level of technological advancement. And for my final part, I found something called Rule for Rulers in YouTube. I thought those rules, I think those only apply for democracy, but it surprised me that also dictators follow this book and even some corporations.